Hello, welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we're in chapter 13. I believe there are 58 verses in today's chapter. If you're not seeing any of the other chapters, or at least read them, I'd recommend going and doing that before we get into this one. That way, this one makes sense. And so let's go and get into it. Alright. The same day went Jesus out of the house, and he sat by the seaside. And great multitudes were gathered together unto him, so that he went into a ship and sat, and the whole multitude stood on the shore. And he spake many things unto them in parables, saying, Behold, a sower went forth to sow. Make sure I get the right page here. And when he showed, some seeds fell by the wayside, and the fowls came and devoured them up. Some fell upon the stony places, where they had not much earth, and forthwith they sprung up, because they had no deepness of earth. And when the sun was up, they were scorched, and because they had no root, they were withered away. And some fell among thorns, and the thorns sprung up and choked them. But other fell into good ground, and brought forth fruit, some an hundredfold, some 60-fold, and some 30-fold. Who hath ears to hear, let him hear. And when the disciples came and said unto him, Why speakest thou unto them in parables? He answered and said unto them, Because it is given unto you to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven, but to them it is not given. So all this that Jesus has done, besides verse 10, is all in red, because all that is the story Jesus is telling them to these people, because he goes around and speaks. And obviously Jesus has can explain things in incredible detail, and they were questioning him, and now he's giving them the answer. And all of this, 58 verses are mainly in red, because Jesus can explain in detail in paragraphs. You have some one sentence of question, he's going to explain it incredibly. And that's where I would like to get at stuff, and that's where you guys should be praying on stuff, to be able to understand things more and to be able to explain it in incredible ways. For whosoever hath, to him shall be given, and shall have more abundance, but whosoever hath not, from him shall be taken away even that he hath. Therefore speak I to them in parables, because they seeing see not, and hearing they hear not, neither do they understand. And speaking and hearing can be related to spiritually. So yeah, you may physically be able to hear and physically be able to see, but spiritually to God, you're blind spiritually, you're deaf spiritually, and you can't understand, and your spirit is basically just blind from all this, the Bible and everything. And you got to ask God to help gain your sight back spiritually, gain your hearing back spiritually, and understand what all these books that he wrote in here mean. And in them is fulfilled the prophecy of Esaias, which saith, By hearing ye shall hear, and shall not understand, and seeing ye shall see, and shall not perceive. For this people heart is waxed gross, and their ears are dull of hearing, and their eyes they have closed, lest at any time they should see with their eyes and hear with their ears and should understand with their heart and should be converted, and I should heal them. And understanding with your heart, you got to understand with your heart to God. You know, you gotta, if you're inviting God into your heart, so then you gotta understand with your heart, and you gotta have love and really this is all going together with what I said before. You just gotta pray on these things, to help you with this, and He's gonna heal you and bless you and stuff when you open these things up. But blessed are your eyes, for they see, and your ears, for they hear. For verily I say unto you, that many prophets or righteous men have desired to see those things which ye see, and have not seen them, and to hear those things which ye hear, and have not heard them. Hear ye therefore the parable of the sower. When any one heareth the word of the kingdom, and understandeth it not, then cometh the wicked one, and catcheth away that which was sown in his heart. This is he which received the seed by the wayside. But he that received the seed into the stony places, the same is he that heareth the word, and anon with joy receiveth it. So basically the people, can hear God's word, and they either don't understand it or they don't want to. And that's when the devil takes over, and some people out there just don't care. They think it's nothing, and they're very wrong. It's something, and it matters. And we all need to get people out there to receive this seed, or receive Jesus Christ as their Lord and Savior. Yet hath he not wrought in himself but dureth for a while. For when tribulation of persecution ariseth because of the word, by and by he is offended. He also that received a seed among the thorns is he that heareth the word, and the care of this world and the deceitfulness of riches choked the word, and he becometh unfruitful. But he that received seeds into the good ground is he that heareth the word and understandeth it, which also beareth fruit, and bringeth forth some an hundredfold, some 60, and some 30. Another parable put he forth unto them, saying, The kingdom of heaven is likened unto a man which sowed good seed in his field. It's like, okay, back then, obviously, they plow fields and stuff like that a lot. They planted stuff. That was a big thing. That was a big job. And, when they got good seed and a good field, now that, he's saying it's like, that's the likened unto heaven. Like, you get that good feeling when it's all good, and it's all that hard work that you've done over the years have finally paid off, and it's come to something amazing. That's kind of like what's heaven. All these hard work years. You live to 80 or something. 80 years of hard work, or even if you do live to 80, but you've only been a Christian for 20 years, hard work to God, and in the end, when you go to heaven, it finally paid off, and it's something beautiful. You get to live in the gloriousness of heaven, and that should be everyone's goal. At the end of the life, you go to heaven, you see God. But while men sleep, his enemy came and sowed tares among the wheat, and went his way. But when the blade was sprung up, and brought forth fruit, then appeared the tares also. So the servants of the householder came and said unto him, Sir, didst not thou sow good seed in thy field? For whence then hath it tares? He said unto them, An enemy hath done this? The servant said unto him, Wilt thou then that we go and gather them up? But he said, Nay, lest while ye gather up the tares, ye root up also the wheat with them. Let both grow together until the harvest, and in the time of the harvest I will say to the reapers, Gather ye together first the tares, and bind them in bundles to burn them, but gather the wheat into my barn. Another parable put he forth unto them, saying, The kingdom of heaven is like the grain of mustard seed, which a man took and sowed in his field, which indeed is the least of all seeds, but when it is grown, it is the greatest among herbs, and becomes a tree, so that the birds and the air come and lodge in the branches thereof. That's another incredible thing, that you compare. It starts off as this little small seed, right? As you start out as someone young. When you see, as using a seed as an example, you plant it, you don't have faith in it, you don't take care of it, all that, it's gonna just, grow into it's not gonna grow very good is what I'm saying. It's gonna end up not being very good, and then it'll end up dying and falling apart. And that's the same thing, like, you're not saved, you don't have trust in God. Some people's life, it's really incredible, and they don't believe in God or whatever, their lives are just, they have lots of money and stuff like that, but in the end, it's not going to be good once they go to hell. And it can be compared to some people who have a terrible life because of it. And, but it ends the same as, anybody who's not saved. And then when you take this seed and you have faith, you're saved. You plant this seed, or many more, spreading the word of God, but it can grow very healthy. And not saying that your life is, I'm not saying you're gonna be extremely rich or anything, or you're gonna go through some hard times and stuff, but in the end, it's worth it. That tree is gonna be fruitful. It's gonna be really good. It's gonna be amazing, just as is heaven. At the end, the heaven's gonna be incredible. Another parable spake he unto them, The kingdom of heaven is like unto leaven, which a woman took and hid a 3 measure of meal, till the whole was leavened. All these things spake Jesus unto the multitude in the parables, and without a parable spake he not unto them, that it might be fulfilled which was spoken by the prophet, saying, I will open my mouth in the parables, I will utter things which have been kept secret from the foundation of the world. Then Jesus sent the multitude away, and he went into the house, and his disciples came unto him, saying, Declare unto us the parable of the tares of the field. He answered and said unto them, He that soweth the good seed is the Son of Man. The field is the world, and good are seed of children of the kingdom. So he's using an example. The world is as a field. We are the seeds. And whether we're saved or not is going to judge how we grow. I'm going to restart that verse. The field is our world. The good seed are the children of the kingdom, but the tares are the children of the wicked one. The enemy that sowed them is the devil. The harvest is the end of the world, and the reapers are the angels. That's pretty deep. The harvest, the time for it to be unplanted, is the end of the world. I'm getting goosebumps just thinking about it all up my neck. The harvesters are the angels. They're going to come up, and they're going to, tear all the crops up, which is us. And obviously, if you have a dead crop, you got a crop that's worthless, you're not going to keep it. You're going to throw it away, or, whatever. And that's basically the trash can is hell, and that's where they're going to be thrown. And the good ones you're going to keep. And, that's a perfect example. of that. Let me, sorry, I gotta find my face. Not my face, my bad. Place. Yeah, okay, 40. As therefore the tares are gathered and burned in the fire, so shall it be in the end of this world. The Son of the Man shall send forth his angels, and they shall gather out of his kingdom of all things that offend, and them which do iniquity, and shall cast them into a furnace of fire. There shall be wailing and gnashing of teeth. Then shall the righteous shine forth as the sun in the kingdom of their Father. Who hath ears to hear, let him hear. Again, the kingdom of heaven is like unto treasure hid in the field, which when a man hath found, he hideth, and for joy thereof goeth and selleth all that he hath, and buyeth that field. Again, the kingdom of heaven is like unto a merchant man seeking goodly pearls, who when he had found one pearl of great price, and went and sold all that he had, and bought it. Again, the kingdom of heaven is like unto a net that was cast into the sea, and gathered of every kind. And that's a perfect example of, it's not just to a certain race. It's not just Jews' religion. It's not just America's religion, or depending. It's not just a white man's religion or a black man's religion. It's a world religion. This belongs to every kind of fish, every kind of us. It don't matter who you are, where you come from, what color your skin is, what you did in the past. God cast that net in to catch all kinds of fish. He belongs to the world, and that's the truth. Let me find there we go. Which when it was full, they drew to shore, and sat down, and gathered and good into the vessel, but cast the bad away. So shall it be at the end of the world. The angels shall come forth, and sever the wicked from among the just, and shall cast them into the furnace of fire. There shall be wailing and gnashing of teeth. Jesus unto them, Have ye understood all these things? They say unto him, Yea, Lord. Then said he unto them, Therefore every scribe which is instructed unto the kingdom of heaven is like unto a man that is a householder, which bring forth out the treasures, things new and old. And it came to pass that when Jesus had finished the parables, he departed thence. And when he was come into his own country, he taught them in their synagogue, insomuch that they were astonished, and said, Whence hath this man this wisdom and these mighty works? Is not this the carpenter's son? Is not his mother called Mary, and his brethren James and Joseph, and Simon and Judas, and his sisters? Are they not all with us? Whence then hath this man all these things? And when they were offended in him, but Jesus said unto them, A prophet is not without honor, save in his own country and in his own house. And he did not many mighty works there because of their unbelief. There you have it, everybody. An incredible chapter. Perfect examples of, comparisons, and, incredible 58 verses. I hope you all enjoyed it, and please share this chapter or share this video, and just thank you for watching, and leave your opinions about this chapter in the comments, and thank you.